Warship foundered.
Hey team, it's Ripper here. Hope you guys are doing great. Awesome video with this Smaland, one of my favorite, most powerful DDs in the game, and it's a really, really good game. Just really showing a lot of the techniques that we can really use to benefit players out there, show you some of the things or the thoughts I'm thinking about, techniques, tactics, procedures, whatever. Some of the good things, some of the bad things that we can do to get better and at the game and have a blast doing it. So hey, like, subscribe, bell button below, guys. If you love to support the channel, thank you guys for all those that supported the channel. That allows us to grow. We're on our way to 700 subscribers, and again, can't thank you guys enough. We're having a blast doing it. Anyways, the Smaland. The Smaland is, I would say it's there are other DDs out there like it, but the bread and butter of this thing is really gunboating with radar. That is really, I think, the best selling point. Because right now you're seeing the gearing is within my radar range, which is 7.5. And if you just open up on the guns, I know that I have the advantage because if he does smoke up, and when most destroyers do smoke up, they usually slow down most of the time. Not all the time, but most of them will. But I do recollect that, hey, he is about 7.3 or 4, and he's driving away, so I elect not to use my radar, and I'm going to drive towards him. Because why? It'd be a waste of the radar. The beautiful thing about the ambush radar technique, and you'll see we're doing right now, is you want to draw the enemy in close to your guns so that you can use your firepower, your ability to use the radar so it spots them if they do pop smoke. But really, it's you shooting and taking as much health as you can by surprise. That's why RPF is that little white arc, if you could see it, right above my crosshairs, allows me to see where any enemy positions are, drive towards it. I have great concealment, 6.1, which is great. I like to build that so that draws them in. And as they get spotted, I just wait for them to reveal themselves or they shoot at me. Either way, it's a lose-lose. And then I open fire and take as much HP down as I can, because the one that has the less HP, obviously, you know, is going to have a disadvantage because you're going to out DPM, outgun them just by sheer fact of, hey, who can outlast two at this point. Notice I didn't build a survivability, a survivability expert, adding more extra HP. I didn't really think it. Here we go. So we spotted the gearing right here. He's within 6.1, and now he has to engage, because otherwise we're just going to have free damage. He elects to fire, which reveals his position. Now the only other way him to go dark is to pop smoke, which that means we have the radar and we have friends firing and helping us as well. Look at that DPM. He just cannot outgun us. We overdo that. We beat him, and he's got a fire and his broken engines, and we're just now going to go nose in and see if we can get that shot. And that is splash one. Down for the count. That is 1 for the kill. RIP back to 40 for him. And that is our first kill. That is a tactic you really do for radar destroyers out there. You have the black. Yeah, you have the USS Black we just talked about. I'm just naming off radar destroyers. You have the, I think, the Orkan, I believe, which is another destroyer, European destroyer that has radar, but it's a premium. The Smaland, of course, and I think there is one more, Ragnar. Yeah, Ragnar. So I'm just naming a couple of the destroyers that this technique really works well at, where you're basically sneaking up on destroyers, RPF, locating them, driving at them, forcing them to engage, and then force them to use smoke, which causes them to have a false sense of security. They'll slow down, turn, whatever that may be, giving you full advantage of your DPM as well as the radar, and as well as revealing it to your other teammates that will fire as well. So we launched these torpedoes because this CV is not moving, because I know I cannot outgun this destroyer in time. So I'm going to want, my guns are really weak against it. Why not just launch torpedoes and run away, all while having my AA trying to blast them. And does this, yeah, boom, devastating strike, splash 2, RIP back to 40. He is gone. And one carrier out of the game is better than none. So that's what we're going to do for the rest of the game. We're just dodging the CVs so we can hopefully outlast the CV barrages here. Smaland has some decent AA, and it's not the best, but it's not the worst either. It's kind of comparable, I would say, just like a junior Holland, if you will. Holland has one of the best AAs in the game, but again, what is AA these days? Look at that. I'm shooting everything we've got at him. Shoot down 8 planes and, you know, shooting down his spotter plane, shooting down his Emmelman. Either way, he still gets a torpedo off. The AA is literally just a fireworks show. Let me know what you think about that below. Anyways, we're going to drive towards Alpha Cap right now, because the rest of our team, okay, now you can't take it. Here's another tip. Talk to your team. They don't know what you're doing. We don't know what they're doing. And second is, had we've discussed this a little bit better, we could have regrouped and taken on these last 3 ships. I mean, think about it. You have a Stalingrad over here, very, very powerful ship. However, without talking and communicating and letting them know what to do, just sacrificing himself, showing broadside to an Ohio, It's just a very sad case of events. And this is one of the bad things I think about World of Warships is that there's just not enough communication and not enough of knowing of what you're actually using in the game. And I don't blame them. It's just a game that I've seen people just kind of just start up. Maybe people are new at it. They just kind of buy into the game, start it up, play, and just test out the waters. All while there's another side of the team gameplay where people are actually trying their best, that actually know what's going on, and have been more of kind of like veterans to the game, as opposed to people that just kind of buy their way in brand new and kind of ruin, I guess you could say, the meta of the gameplay. Right now, so watch that. Boom. Stalingrad takes a massive broadside shot. If you can learn a lesson from anything, never, ever, ever show broadside, especially in the cruiser, to anything, because they can really citadel you and hit you and slap you pretty hard. And this actually could have thrown the game. I mean, the ability to literally, the Stalingrad has such great capabilities, but for it to be taken out of the game so fast and the rest of our team is just not able to get there in time to help is kind of a detriment to the whole aspect of this strategy as well. But anyways, Smaland, all we can do really right now is just drive in, cap A, and hope for the best of what is the other team going to do, what other mistakes. Hopefully our Schlieffen will stay with us. Schlieffen, you got to know what its capabilities are, is a secondary battleship that's got really good speed, torpedoes, heals, a good brawling battleship, something you really want to have next to you if you go charging in with a destroyer. So I have now located where the Des Moines at. He's right behind the island. Stalingrad hopefully is running away in time to save health. But unfortunately, the Shimakaze outspots Stalingrad and takes him out with guns. Oh my goodness. Shimakaze taking out Stalingrad. It's pretty scary. And now all of a sudden the tides have turned. We are now 3 against 2, and we have, hopefully have the rest of the caps. But they're probably going to go cap Charlie with a shimmy, and now we have a problem. So what are we going to do? So let me go ahead and speed up the video and then find out what the next engagement is. Okay, so we've capped Alpha now, and now we're just still in this predicament of, oh my gosh, the destroyer went back towards B. Now we have to go back to B to cover that, otherwise we would lose. And the Schlieffen is kind of holding off Ohio and a Des Moines by himself. So really a very tough predicament right here. The only way we can do is go back and cap Bravo and kill this DD to get us back in the game. We're still got a point lead. However, without caps, we cannot win. So hopefully the Schlieffen can hold off. We got the RPF locating the Shima. Now here's another gunboating technique right here. We're just going to drive at an angle straight at the Shima right here, knowing we're closing the distance. I have 6.1 concealment. Through my knowledge of the game, I know the Shima has something around maybe a 5.8-ish, depending on how they built the concealment build. So I know he's going to spot me first, so I'll see the exclamation point pop up. There, he's in the chat. There he pops up. I'm going to wait. Be patient, let him fire or spot first. I'm going to drive right at him, There he goes. He popped smoke, therefore I pop radar. That means that his smoke is rendered useless right now, and I know I outgun him. So basically, this is just a gun battle. Who can outlast who? Remember, he has more HP than me, but my DPM, my gun rate fire, is way, way better. And I'm just going to basically outdo him right now. And I know he launched torpedoes as well, like all Shima players do. He's not shooting at me, which means he's launching torpedoes. So we're going to go ahead and just take advantage of that and out DPM, and he is gone. Splash 3, RIP back to 40, he's done, and there are torpedoes coming at us. So we're going to go ahead and angle away for good, safe measure. There they are, and we're going to go ahead and cap as well. So a couple things we did there. We had to communicate with our team, hey, what are we doing? I'm capping Bravo. What am I going to do? I'm going to drive at the Shima knowing what his capabilities are. I wouldn't drive at something that was like a Vampire or something with high DPM or Marceau. I would really kind of wait it out. And again, you have to just know the game, because remember, you have to know the capabilities of your enemy and as well as you. So knowing that I outgun the Shima right there gave me more confidence to drive straight in, have my radar ready. I wouldn't drive into a Shima without my radar, because then that would put me at a disadvantage. He would smoke up. He would either go undetected, or he could probably nail me, with all his torpedoes. So again, it's all about knowing what technique, tactic, procedure that you have, and all the assets you have at your disposal to know what you can do. So this is pretty much a win. We kind of drive away and just win it by points. But 3 kills, 126,000 damage. Let me know what you think about those tactics right there. The Smaland, one of the best DD killer hunters out there that helps your team out, and really good for nailing cruisers at range if you can. It's got torpedoes. It's got somewhat fireworks display of AA, but really a all-around very, very powerful DD, and I really do like this DD a lot. Anyways, let me know what you think in the comments below. On our way to subscribers, like the subscribe bell button below, and appreciate all the support. Until next time, you guys stay safe. Cheers.